Hi, I'm Paul. We're going to be restoring them back to their former glory.
And I'm Johnny, and welcome to Destination DMU. So, welcome back. On today's episode, what are my plans? Well, I've got another hinge to do. Seems like I get stuck with all of them. But basically, it's going to be a very similar process to the previous hinge you've seen me do. Apart from that, you can see we've got a little bit of red still left on here, on the hinges and on these little door stops and other things like the handles. That needs to come off because that needs to be pea green. And I'm sorry, but turned out I lied to you without realising it about the anti-corrosive paint. Somehow I thought it was pink, so for all of you that love pink, I'm sorry, but instead it's going to be joyful grey. So today we're going to get these in grey. There's still a little bit of work left to do on them, but I'll let Paul explain that to you. Apart from that, the back of this panel, you've seen me put rust converter on it, the soy sauce. That's now ready for a coat of anti-corrosive, black anti-corrosive primer. And then all we've got left to do, put the tar paint on at another date. And apart from that, we're going to go down there. So as you would have seen in the last episode, we ripped this panel off. Scott got on the wire brush on the grinder, and we put soy sauce all over it. And as you can see, it's got a blackish colour, as you can see, compared to what was originally there, which is a sign to us that deruster has worked, which is brilliant. The reason I'm now down here is because we're going to paint the front of this framework black anti-corrosive black. It's an anti-corrosive paint primer. And then the reason we're doing that now is because we don't want paint holding us up as we come along. Because when we want to put this panel on, we don't want to have to wait for paint to dry on the framework. We just want to get it on, because we're trying to be as time efficient as possible here. So that is why I'm doing that now. I'm not going to do the back, but the front needs anti-corrosive black, and then also tar paint before the panel comes on, and then obviously the panel is going to be bare steel, so we can paint the back of the panel with the back of the framework as well. Apart from that, we need to take the windows out because we've got a lot of windows still in. So we're going to take the rest of the windows out, bar one at the end, because it's just going to help us with being time efficient as we come sweeping through this area and to the back. Apart from that, it is just me and Paul today. But what he's going to be doing is he's going to be showing you how we're going to get these in the grey anti-corrosive primer. And how he's going to make that possible, because there's a few things still left to do on them. But as you can see down this end, I was talking about the fixtures and fittings, such as the hinges. You can see that they are pea green over there. You can see that the doorstop over there is nice and shiny. The door handle over there is nice and shiny. You can see over here, this one's aluminium. Obviously it was placed in the past. But apart from that, I'm going to hand you over to Paul, and he's going to tell you what he's going to be doing today.
Today, I'm going to be removing the red oxide from the door hinges and these here and the door stops. Anything that's red will be going to match just like this. Going to be removing the paint from just inside the windows here. Later on I'll be painting these in etch primer, and with more time hopefully I will continue chipping the interior to get rid of the old bitumen paint on there.
So here we are again. I've saved you the boredom of me drilling out them holes because, well, you've seen that before. But boom, we got them in. Haven't yet tightened them up, so I still need to tighten them up. But here is another hinge in and looking nice and good. Stainless hardware to hopefully make sure we can take these apart again in the future, and also the length just in case, because we think there could be some fixtures like this that actually protrude out the back of the framework here. So that's what I'm going to do next. Also, to please you lot, I've got something that's a little bit more like a spanner, so you don't have to get really annoyed at me not holding them with something, flat edges and all. Happy now? Over here, and I'm about to black anti-corrosive this panel. As you can see, it's black like the other panel that I showed you, the framework. That means it's done its job. So I'm going to shut up and I'm going to get on with this. then, I am done, well, as much as I can do on this panel, because, well, we haven't got any more paint left. I have used up every last bit of, I think it's 5 litre tin. Obviously not all on this panel, but I haven't been able to do the top. So I know I said we would get that framework in anti-corrosive black, but I'm sorry to disappoint, that's not going to happen today and in this episode, because we've run out of paint. 1 tin down, I guess, and ready for the next tin. But here's what she looks like anyway. She isn't yet dry, which is why she still looks glossy, because it's a matte paint. So, but yeah, that is it, unfortunately, for as far as inside painting goes. I'm going to focus my efforts now on helping Paul in getting everything else done, and I'm going to hand you over to Paul next, because he is doing the doors. So, welcome back. You see me here at the front of the DMU. That is because we have gotten all of the doors done and all the hinges done and all the little fixtures and fittings. We did do a few of them, but that was last time we were down. Did that off camera, just because, you know, there's 10 doors, 3 hinges a door, that's 30 hinges. Nobody wants to see 30 hinges. So we've done a few, done about half. So we are going to now grey anti-corrosive prime the aluminium doors, as well as doing the pea green on the hinges. So it's, and we're gonna keep interchanging as we go door from door. So enjoy, and it's got about 2-3 hours left of the day, so this one's going to be a long one, so enjoy.
Day's work. We've managed to achieve it. We've got rid of all the red oxide that we said we were going to do around the hinges, and managed to get the etch primer on the doors. Quite late at the moment, late finish, so dinner's in the dog. But
so yeah, apart from that, I'm blessed with paint malfunctions because we ran out of the black anti-corrosive to go at the back of this panel, so I'm about here-ish. But apart from that, I've got this hinge in, but you wouldn't be able to tell now because it's all been white wheeled, painted, and it looks like every other hinge, which is good because that means I did a good job. And yet again, looks good, works good, which is what I like to see. And yeah, apart from that, we had a small painting marathon. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the framework done down that end, as I've explained. But thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.
thank you.